Have you noticed your Facebook group chats are going to be disappearing? Maybe you logged in and thought, wait, where did that community chat go? You're not alone. Meta is making a big change to Facebook groups, and if you've been relying on those chats to stay connected, it's time to rethink your strategy. Today, I'm breaking down what's happening, what it means for your business, and some simple workarounds to keep your conversation flowing. It's showtime. Let's get started.
Creating consistent, engaging social media content shouldn't feel like rocket science. I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs go from I don't know what to post to I've got this, using simple, easy to implement steps that make a big difference. I'm Maggie Carey, and welcome to the Painless Posting Podcast.
All right, let's break this down. Here's what's really going on. Meta, the company behind Facebook, recently announced they're retiring something called community chats. If you've ever been in a Facebook group where the admin sets up a side chat for quick conversations, accountability, check-ins, or even just casual networking, that's what I'm talking about. Those little offshoot chat threads that felt a little more personal than the main group feed. This is different from your DMing chat. This is within the group. Well, the group chats are going away. You may have already noticed a message pop up saying you can't create new chats anymore, or that your current chats have been locked. And if you go in, you can probably still read old messages, but you can't post anything new. It's kind of like Facebook turned the lights off, but let the door open so you can peek inside one last time. Now, why does this matter? For a lot of small businesses, those chats weren't just nice to have. They were where the real conversations happened. The group feed is great for announcements or big conversation, but those chats, that's where people asked quick questions, celebrated small wins, even vented about their struggles. If you've ever been in a group chat where someone drops a, "Does anyone else feel stuck this week?" message, you know how powerful it is to people chiming in right away. Losing that option can feel like a huge gap in community building. And let me share a quick story here because I've been in your shoes. I used to have my Painless Posting community on Facebook. And here's what happened. Our conversations and updates got buried under everything else people were doing in the platform. Members were getting so many notifications that my posts and alerts often got lost in the noise. And if they weren't actively on Facebook that day, they missed it completely. That's one of the big reasons I moved my community off platform into a system I control. Now my subscribers can still get notifications on their phone or their computer, but it's coming from our space, not lost in a sea of Facebook alerts. Plus, here's the kicker. Not too long ago, Facebook deleted live videos after 30 days. I have a whole series on my podcast about that exact topic. So imagine if the Facebook group was the only place where I stored that training. I would have lost my videos if I didn't download them, and they'd just be gone. So now my community space isn't just for conversations, it's also where I store my content safely. And here's the truth. If you're running a free group to nurture prospects, Facebook groups can still work. But if you want to build a paid program or a true community, relying on a platform you don't control, like Facebook, is a risky move. Now, this group chat is just the next reason that solidified the fact that having me move my paid program off of Facebook and onto a system like Go High Level is the perfect solution. It helps me stay connected with my people without risking getting my content deleted or lost. So, now that we know that the Facebook group chat is going to be disappearing, or depending on the time you're listening to this podcast episode, it may have already been gone. What can we do about it? Well, there are a few options. First, you can test out Messenger communities. It's the official replacement, and for some groups, it may work just fine. Second, you could look at third-party platforms. I know some folks who are moving their communities to Slack or Discord. Those are great if your people are already there, but if they're not, it can feel like a big leap. And then there's what I do inside of Painless Posting. We use the community feature built right into Go High Level. I love this option because it keeps everything in one place. My subscribers already go there for portal access for their tools and resources, and the community lives right there alongside of it. No juggling different platforms, no waiting for Meta to change the rules again. It's branded, it's organized, and it's mine. So instead of being at the mercy of whatever Facebook decides to do next, you have control. And let me tell you, that peace of mind, whew, worth so much more than scrambling to patch things together later. So here's a shortcut. Don't wait until the chats vanish completely. Start shifting your community now. Pick one space, whether that's Messenger communities, WhatsApp, something like the H.E.L.P community feature I use, and invite your members over with a clear reason why. People are much more likely to join you if they understand the benefits and don't feel like it's just another thing to check. So let's talk about what you can actually do with all this. Because yes, it's frustrating when Facebook makes changes we didn't ask for, but that doesn't mean you're stuck. First, communicate early. Don't wait until your group chat is gone to break the news. Let your members know what's happening and what to expect. You'd be surprised how much smoother a transition is when people feel like they're in the loop, instead of waking up one day to find their favorite chat missing. A simple post or even a short video message explaining, hey, Facebook is shutting down this group chat. Here's where we're moving and why. It makes all the difference. Second, pick one alternative. I cannot stress this enough. If you give people 3 or 4 options, like you can go to Messenger, you can go to Slack, you can go to WhatsApp, you can email me, they get overwhelmed, and many won't move at all. Choose the platform that makes the most sense for you and your audience and stick to it. Keep the transition clear and easy. Third, frame it as an upgrade. Don't make it sound like, ugh, Facebook is ruining everything again. Instead, position your move as a good thing. Better organization, easier notifications, more reliable storage, a space that's actually yours. People respond much better if they feel like they're getting a benefit, not just being dragged along. And by the way, offer some kind of bonus like, hey, when you move over to our community, we have a special post you can only find there that gives you this, whether it's an AI chat, whether it's a special PDF that you've created, a shortcut, a giveaway, something of value. That will make the transition easier for your people and incentivize them to move. And finally, leverage automation if you can. For example, with my Painless Posting community inside Go High Level, I can set up automated welcome messages, reminders, even notifications when new content is added. That way, people don't miss updates, and I don't have to spend all my time chasing engagement. Automation makes your community feel active and cared for without burning you out. So those are the key steps. Communicate early, choose one path, frame it as an upgrade, and use the tools available to make things easy on yourself and your members. Do that instead of losing momentum when Facebook takes away these chats. Gosh knows what else they're going to take away. You'll actually gain more control and create a stronger community. Let's pull this all together. Facebook is retiring community chats inside groups. And while that may feel like a hassle, it's also an opportunity. We talked about why it matters. Those chats were where the quick, real connections happened. And I shared my own personal story about moving the Painless Posting community off Facebook because honestly, my updates were getting lost in the noise. Once I created a space I could control where my members could still get notifications and my videos were safe, everything became much smoother. Here's what I want you to remember. Communicate with your people before the change catches them by surprise. Choose one clear alternative so it's easy to follow. Frame the move as an upgrade because it is, and if possible, use automation to keep your community active without draining your time. At the end of the day, this isn't about losing a tool or a feature. It's about gaining control. Instead of waiting for Facebook to change the rules yet again, you can build a space where your conversations connect and your connections are secure. So if you want to learn how I created my community on Go High Level, just reach out to me. I'm on all the major social media platforms at Master It Media. You can also email me at maggie@masteritmedia.com, and I'd be more than happy to share with you how I was able to transition so smoothly and so successfully to another platform where my people are very active and happy to have access to me. So if you're looking for more shortcuts like this and simple strategies to keep your social media stress-free, head over to masteryoursocialmedia.com. There, you'll find my 7-day challenge waiting for you. It's packed with easy, actionable steps to help you take back control of your social media. It'll give you a simple, easy-to-follow plan with captions, Canva templates, and some AI help. So go to masteryoursocialmedia.com for more details. And if you're enjoying the Painless Posting Podcast, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. It helps other business owners discover these shortcuts too. Until next time, keep your posting painless and your engagement powerful.